Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel. It helps us grow the channel. Today I'm going to make this beautiful table runner in the name of Tania, and that's dedicated in honor to my beautiful cousin Tania that's far away from me, and I miss her dearly. She's very dear to me. And her favorite color is turquoise. So I am going to use the turquoise, as you can see here, with the green. And this is in her honor. So I'm going to name it Tanya. I hope you enjoy this, Tanya. Big hugs and love to you, sweetheart. Miss you a lot. And wishing you well, and everybody else too. So let's get to the yarn, or thread, I should say. All my thread is number 4, as you can see here. You know, sometimes the lighting is horrible. This is thread 4, Juanina, which is Ladybug, 100% cotton. And all of them are the same brand, as you can see. So I'm going to use the turquoise, the multicolored turquoise, the white, and the lime green. And please, for the newcomers, if you are subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell notification to be advised on the new uploads. And thank you so much, everybody, for your beautiful comments and your support. Thank you to everybody in the groups that I'm in. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Let's get started, people. Oh, and needle number 3, before I forget, a pair of scissors. Let's get started, everybody. Thank you, everyone. We are going to start by, and look at that, I have turquoise on my nails, just for you, Tanya. So we're going to start the chain of, I don't know how many yet, I'm going to see the length, so I'm going to let you know in a few seconds what's the length I want. So I've done a chain of 73 stitches. I'm going to turn once, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. On your 5th space, 2 on the same place, 3 on the same place again, 4 on the same place again. We're going to have it 6 times. 5 and 6. So you're going to have, get you closer to make sure. So we have 6 on the same hole, and then you go into the next space, and you're going to do a stitch on each little loop until the end. Getting to the end, we're going to repeat the 6 in the same place on the last loop. So remember, whatever you're doing on this side, you're going to be doing at the end the same thing. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So just continue your stitch all the way to the end. Excuse me. And get to the end, we're going to do 6 on the same place. So we've reached the end on the last one here, because you're obviously not going to put it in here. You'll be taking it apart. So we're going to do 5 more in here. It's going to be the total of 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you'd come to your next one. And we're going to do stitch over stitch on this side. So very simple, nothing to it. Just trying to hide the yarn while the thread while I'm at it. I keep saying yarn, it's just easier for me to say yarn, I don't know why. I think I like the word yarn, but this is thread, not yarn. Anyway, I guess, you know, for some of you that already used to see my videos, know that I keep saying that, but I keep correcting myself. So for the newcomers, you'll get used to me saying yarn. And when it's going to be the actual yarn, I hope I don't turn it around and say thread. Because that would be like me, you know, saying things like that. Anyway, so you're going to repeat that until the end. Just want to make sure that I got it. So you're going to leave your 6 over here in your knot. So you're just going to go right over the next one and all the way through to the beginning here. Okay. So we've came to the end and we're going to lock it in on the 3rd place here where the 6s are. And I just want to also mention that, of course, I like listening to music and all, but I have no rights, no rights to copyrights. I own no music. I have no rights to it. So just to make that clear in the video, because YouTube can be very, very picky at those things. I have no rights to copyrights, okay? Just want to clear that for you too. Okay, so we go up 1, 2, and 3. On the same place, we're going to create another one. So where we have these 6, we're going to create 2 on each. It's going to give us a total of 12. So put 2 on each one, as you see here. 2, 2, 2. So we're supposed to have a total of 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oops, you see, missed. Put 1 in there, not supposed to. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Like that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is on the 6th little loops there. And then you'd continue on. But we're going to grab it by the back to give it that nice decoration of a little nerve there, like a little wave of the ocean, let's say. I don't know. I imagine a lot of things sometimes. So we're going to give it this nice little... Okay, so we're going to grab it on the back part only. Okay, so we are going to do this stitch all the way around the same way. We're going to get to the other corner and we're going to do 2 on the same stitch here on this side, the same thing. So we're going to have a total of 12 like here. So we're going to continue, do the 12, and then continue again until here. I'll meet you at the end. So we came to this corner. As you can see, this is where it starts off the 12, the 6 right here. They have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And then we continue on like the other side, and we're going to go all the way to the end. So I'll see you at the end. So we've come to the end, people. We go up 1, 2, and 3. By the way, I'm doing this multicolored blue 4 rows. Okay, so we have 1, 2. We have 2 more of the same color, and then we change for whoever's changing. Okay, on the same one, we're going to create another one. And then the next one, we're going to do 1. And then the next one, we're going to do 2 together. And then the next one, we're going to do 1. And next one, we're going to do 2 together. So whatever we're doing on this side, we're going to do it on the other side. 1 and 2 together, and 1 and 2 together. So we have 2 together, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2 together, and then 1 and 2 together on the same one. So as you can see, this is part of the 6 from the bottom. We end up with 2. We started with 2. So you have 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to repeat the same thing, stitch over stitch. On the other side, we're going to do the same thing. Grab your back loops and stitch over stitch coming from the back. Okay? And then when you get to this side, you're going to do the same thing as here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Start here with a 6R, the 2 together, and you're going to finish where there's the 2 together over here. Okay. Okay, everybody, so we pretty much locked in. We are 1, 2, and 3. We're going on our last of the blue. 1, 2, 3 up. And we're going to do another stitch in here. And we're going to do a single stitch. This time it's going to be 2 single stitches and 2 together. 1, 2. So just to clarify with you. So we have 2, whoops, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2 together on the same place. 1, 1, 1 and 2 together. So very simple. And 2 together. So we have 2. We've locked in. We went up 3. We have 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and now 1, 1, and 2 together, which is the last one of the 2 here. You can see clearly. And then we do the single stitch all the way around until we lock in here. The next row, so we're doing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm cutting the yarn and I'm changing color. Okay, everybody, so I've changed the color, and I'm going to go with the white. And it's a little bit harder for me because I'm working with 2 threads since they're short in the island for size 4. So I'm going to do 2 on the same place. And then we're going to do 1. Oh, I have to grab it from the back. Not doing a good job. Hold on. To grab it from the back loop. One, 2, and 3. So you would start where the 2 stitches are. You put another one inside on the same place, next space, 1 alone. So now we're going to do 3 single stitches. Start hiding your thread, your yarn. 2, so 2, 1, 1, 1, so that's 3 single. Now we're going to do 2 together. 1, 2, in the same place. 1 alone, 1 alone, and 1 alone. So automatically you know that you have to always keep adding where you added the 6. So inside of the same ones that you added the 6, the 2 together, that's where you always have to add your 2 together. Not necessarily that it's the first one. It could be on the second one where the 2 are. So 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, now 2. Well, as you can see, we have the 2. Now we're going to add the 2. Could be at the beginning of the stitch or the second stitch, it doesn't matter. It's how you started it. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 together. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 2 together. So you're supposed to have 6 couples on there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 1 more couple to do. So 1, and my thread is all cut up. Don't you just love that? Especially that I'm working with 2 together. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and inside there's 2. So as you can see again, we have 2, and it's where we started. So we have 1 couple here, and 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. This is 3, 1, 1, 1, 4, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 6. And now we do the single stitch all over again, the same way as we've been doing, grabbing the back loop only. Don't be grabbing like this, because it's not going to work if you grab in the middle of both of them. You just have to grab the back loop only. Okay? Because if you grab like in the middle, it's not going to show that little line of wave up front. Okay? So we're going to do that, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and we're going to go around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so we pretty much finished. We locked in, we went up 3. Now we're going into the next one, which is in the same one on the 2. This is so hard to work with these 2 threads. 1. Now we're going to do 4 single. So it keeps going up, nothing different. 3, 4. So we have, put 1 alone on top of this one. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going into the middle where the other 2 are, if you can see well. So it's 1 on top alone, 1 on top alone, 2 in the middle. 1, 1, 1, 1. This is on top of this one. Now we're on 2 in the middle. 1, 2. Now 4 single. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, as you can see, we're right in the middle. So 1 alone here, right? Now we're going to put 2. So it ends up in the middle no matter what. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 together in the same place, and 4 single regular stitch alone. 2 together, and I think this is the last of the, no, we have 1 more of the group. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is the last of this group. There it is. Okay. So we're gonna recap that again. So we're gonna go up. Just pull my thread here because we're gonna go up 3. We've locked in. We're gonna go up 3. We're gonna do a stitch over that one. The next one, which is the middle, we're gonna do 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, and 1, 2. So it's right over, as you can see, where the 2's are. And the rest is regular stitch all along until we reach the end. Okay, everybody, so we've reached the end again. We're going to do the same thing. The only difference is we're going to have 5 single stitch. Okay, so we go up 3. And then you do another single there, and inside where we have the doubles we're going to do 2. 1, 2, and now 5 single stitches, regular chain stitch. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 2 inside on the 6th one. So it's where we have the other 2. Again, 5 regular. So it's going to be repeatedly the same thing 6 times, the 6 groups. And then the sides will be the same, and then the same thing in the other corner. So you do yours, I'll do mine. I think I'm going to do one more row after this one of white, and then we'll see. We'll take it from there. Don't forget I'm creating this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Of course, there's the other one underneath. So I'm going with the flow. And obviously you see the picture at the beginning because I had just finished doing it. So for now it's, you know, creation. I banged my finger about 2 weeks ago, and it was all bruised up. And now the bruise is inside, but the nail is growing, so it looks like it's dirty from here, but it's not. It's just bruised up, so don't take it wrong. Just thought I'd mention that. You know, sometimes we're not careful in doing things, and sometimes accidents just happen, even when you're careful. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then inside the 6th one, you put 2 in. Okay, so do yours, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so we've locked in. We're going to go again. 3 up. The next one, 1 stitch. Next one, 1 stitch. And now we're in the middle of the 2. So 2. Now we're going to have 6 single stitches. And we're going to put 2 on the 7th one on the same place. So nothing changes. We're just adding. So here's my 2. 1, 2. So 1, 1. And then 2 on the same place here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your 7th. Then again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th, you add your 2 in. We're going to do that throughout here, the 6 groups. Sides stay the same, and we're going to lock it in once we get to the end here. Okay, everyone, so we've locked in. We're going to go up again. I think we need a few more rows, I think. I'm going with the flow. So going up 3, next one, until we get to the middle here of the 2. And one more here where the other 2s are on the bottom. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to lock in the 8. 2 on the 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th one, we do 2 on the same place. And there it is. We're going to do that all the way to here, and then single stitch until we come to here, and then single stitch. Meet you at the end. Okay, my friends, so we've came in, we've locked in, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of white. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. It's gonna be 6 rows of white. So we're gonna do 3 going up, 1 single, another single, and at the beginning of the 2 stitch together another single, and 2 inside the first group of 2s. So we keep the same thing, to a little bit closer, keep the same thing, the group of 2s. Now 1, 2, 3, well, these 2 threads together is something else, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to lock it in on the 9th one, and 2 together on your 9th. Okay, so do the same thing, and on the other side, the sides will be the regular chain stitch, and I'll meet you at the end. And then I'm cutting the thread and I'm changing colors, so just to let you know in case you're following and doing the same thing. So we're on our 9th and put 2 together. You can see automatically there's the 2 there. I think I've been off camera. I keep forgetting about the camera. Still getting used to it. I mean, it's what, 2 months, I think, the channel? Something like that. Yeah, 2 months, exactly. So it's still a matter of getting used to it. And one more here, if I can get it through. So it's on the 9th one. You put your 2 stitch together. Okay, meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so we finished with the white. We cut the yarn. Now we're gonna start where we have all the other ones that we've started, and we're gonna go right on the one next to it here, and we're gonna go up 3, 1, 2, and 3. Actually 2, because the one we locked in is already 3. In the same place, we're going to do another regular stitch. I'll try to hide my yarn. It helps, it's easier. Okay, 2 separation, and 2 again on the same place. Okay, 1, 2. We're going to skip 1, 2, and we're going to go into the 3rd one. And again, 2 separation, and 2 more in the same place. I think I'm going to skip 3 and go on the 4th one. 1, 2, 3. Let me try. Okay, 2 separation, 1, 2, 3. Let me try the 4th one. I don't want them too close together, but I don't want them too apart either. Okay, 2 in the same place again. I think that's fine. 1, 2 separation, 1, 2, 3 on your fourth one. 1, 2 separation, and on the same one. Of course, then we'll fix the yarn after, or the thread. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and fourth one. Now, of course, we're getting to the round. If we see it's pulling too much, then we'll cut down instead of the 4. We'll leave the 4 on the sides, and we'll do just 3 up top so it doesn't pull too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna see as I'm going. I'll feel the tension on the thread. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So far, so good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Whoops. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 2, 3, 4. So it's perfect. It's not pulling. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll leave it at 4. I'm just going to finish this round. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to see the sides if we're going to do 4 or if we're going to do 3. If it doesn't pull too much either, we want to make sure that it's not going to pull. So I'm going to finish up over here and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, it seemed to be perfect. So we're going to do 4 space all around until the end. If your stitch is too loose, then give only 1 separation here. If it's too tight, then give 2 separation and count 1, 2, 3, and put on your 4th one. Amici at the end. Okay, everybody, so we're gonna use the blue now. We're gonna lock it in anywhere. Well, I started here where we all started. 1, 2. We're gonna do, oops, no. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, total of 5. Come back on the 3rd, lock it in, and you have 1 pom-pom. And then you have 1, 2, 3, lock it in, and you got another pom-pom. And then 1, 2, and 3, and then another pom-pom. So we're going to have a total of 3 pom-poms and 4 regular stitch, like that. Then you go here, no separation, lock it in, and then restart the same thing. We're going to do this row the same way all the way around. Nothing to it, very simple. 1, 2, 3. and that's it. So follow and do your whole row the same way. Okay, meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so I pretty much finished doing all the blue. I'm going to go back into the green, and I'm going to lock it in on the middle here. And we're just going to do regular stitch all around. I mean chain stitch. So 1, 2, trying to hide the thread, 3. I'm going to see how many I need. 3, 4, and go back into the middle one here again. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it doesn't pull too much, I probably have to do 5. Okay, let's try with 5. So we have 4, 5. Try 5, see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't tighten it too much. Probably the curves have to be 6 in order not to, and then probably the size will be 5. I'll see as I'm going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see how it ends up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want it to be pulling too much. I think so far 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So far it seems okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm loosening it up a bit. I'm not tightening it too much. So far 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Especially here on the edge, the corners, you know, it's something you really don't want to tie it up because then it's going to crumple up. So I want to make sure I don't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't forget, I'm creating this as I'm going, so I'm always putting myself to the test. If I don't like something, I usually take it down. Okay, so we'll do by 5. I'm going to see here at the edges if it's 5 or if it's 4. I'll be right back. So I am doing 5 all the way around, but pretty loose, not tight at all. I'm trying to loosen as much as I possibly can. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not like extremely loose either, because then it's going to look like a bunch of holes, but leaving it pretty comfortably loose. So I'm doing 5. It might look like a little pulling, you know, as you see here. Looks like it's a little pulling, but that is no problem, because once we are going to do the stitch inside of this green, it's going to stretch out. So it's going to be just perfect. So we're going to do this row all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm going back to the white now, and I'm going to start where we have all the stitches, where we usually do. And I'm going to start right at the edge here. And we're going to do regular 1, 2, 3. And you have to go inside of the loops. So we have 5 chain stitch. We're going to do 5 stitches in there. If I can get them in. Trying to hide my thread. And of course, still working with 2 threads. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. 5. And then we're going to go here. So we're just going to pop it in here like that, so it can stay secure. And then inside of the loops here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1 inside here. And then we start all over again. So we're going to repeat this all the way around. 5 regular stitches inside each loop, and 1 stitch in the middle. Okay, everybody, so we pretty much finished the white, the row. We're going to go up 3, and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go on each one. This row, we're not adding, we're just doing inside on the back loop on each stitch. So nothing to it, and we're going to do this all the way around. So I'll meet you at the end. And make sure you grab the back loop.